I would like to address some gear as it applies to electric bass. If you're looking for a type of bass to buy, the most common sound that everyone is used to and that we all love is a Fender Jazz bass. You cannot go wrong with a Fender Jazz bass. Another company of really good quality for a reasonable price are Ibanez basses. And they tend to play well and sound good. And again, for a reasonable price. It's imperative to change strings on an electric bass often. I would say at the most every 2 months. The string will wear out so fast and starts to become useless as far as tuning and blending with the ensemble. As soon as you put the new strings on, you'll realize how important that is. If you needed a recommendation for strings, I really like D'Addario XL, either 170s or 160s. D'Addario XL 170s are a little bit lighter, slightly easier to play. The XL 160s are a little bit heavier, they get a bigger, fatter sound. So for 4-string basses, I prefer the 160s. There are 2 adjustments we can make to the bass as far as getting the strings to the right height and feel. One is you can raise or lower the strings here at the bridge, and the other is you can adjust the neck for how much bend is in it. Find yourself a good repair manual if you need to know these things, and it will help you considerably in getting the bass to feel as comfortable as it should. As with the acoustic bass, it's important to wipe your strings when you're done. I know this seems like a ridiculous point to make, but your strings will last so much longer if you do. Again, grab the string, so you want to wipe it on the underside as well as on the top. So you're just grabbing the string and pulling all the way through like that. And you definitely want to wipe off the fingerboard as well. Your strings will last so much longer and sound so much better. As you change your strings, take a little bit of pencil and actually put it in the groove of the nut here. The lead of the pencil acts as a lubricant so that the string slides easy as you lower the pitch or raise the pitch with the tuners. Which brings me to a point. When you're tuning the bass, always tune up to a note. Don't tune down to a note. You can actually counteract that by tuning down and then tugging on the string from here, but it's easier just to tune under the pitch and then come back up to the pitch until it's just right. That will work 100% of the time to keep your bass in tune. I often see younger players wear the basses very low. And as that may look cool for whatever gig or group you're into at the moment, it doesn't allow for the best technique. And we're trying to get us to play with a better technique. So the idea for the strap on the bass is to not have the bass too low, not to have the bass too high, because I've also seen guys like this and then they have to play up here. Well, that's, that's rough up here too. It's bad for technique. I got a way for you to think about this. Sit on the edge of your bed to practice. Where does the bass feel comfortable when you're sitting on the edge of the bed to practice? That's where your strap should be. Chair doesn't really count because we sit in a different position. Sit on the side, sideways on the bed, see where the bass is, adjust your strap to that height. Get used to playing it like that. Of course, you're out playing with your rock band. If you want to lower it, lower it. For our purposes here of developing better technique and playing in the contemporary bass world and the jazz world, get the strap at about the right height.